Hey, what's up, y'all? This is Rodney, and I'm back, and I just wanted to come and run my mouth and talk about some people. All right, y'all, let's go ahead and get into this mess. Joey, Joe Budden. Um, I don't think Joe is worried about y'all. Not me, because I don't really pay attention to Joe. The only time I really talk about Joe Budden is when he makes the blogs. Other than that, girl, I don't pay attention to Joe Budden. Even though, girl, I'm not gonna lie, I used to be in love with State of the Culture. Um, Anyway, so this is according to Hollywood Unlocked. Joe Budden, on his Instagram story, posted this. After I buy your third shot of tequila and I tell you my girlfriend said you pretty, don't act slow, BITCH. Let me read that again. After I buy your third shot of tequila and I tell you my girlfriend said you pretty, don't act slow, B. Okay, listen. Maybe I am. Maybe I need to go have a drink. You know, I ain't had no drink since I ain't had no drink. When last time I had a cocktail? I'm having a cocktail tonight though. I made my mind up earlier. When was the last time I had a cocktail? Last time I had a cocktail was March the 30th. I don't know, child. Yeah, I think the last time I had a cocktail was March the 30th. I'm gonna have one tonight though. Maybe I need to have a cocktail. Maybe that's what it is. But I just, can we just go ahead and call a thing, y'all? You know, I think in 2023, I think that we should start, um, we should at least start trying to be aware of what we post. Like, I'm just gonna be honest, this comes across as very, uh, um, it comes across as very, the R word. It comes across as very predatory. Um, and you know, I think it's so crazy. We've had this conversation before um, about like when a woman is at the club or what you know when y'all are at the when y'all whatever wherever y'all are at, and these men buy you drinks, and this is real life. We know this to be real life, right? Joe could probably say he was joking, but I don't think Joe was probably joking with this tweet, right? He was probably dead serious. But we've had this conversation before where like it really is like kind of like mind boggling when you think about it, how like a man will buy you a drink at the club and because he just bought a $12 cocktail or a $10 cocktail or a couple of cocktails for you that at the end of the night, the expectation is for you to go home and sleep with him because he just spent $20 on you. Do you know when you really think about it, that is absolutely insane. So the simple fact that Joe was saying, if I just bought you three shots of Casamigos or whatever, 1942, I'd have spent $100 on you or 150, girl, or girl if it was some 1800, I'd have spent $30 on you on these three shots. You know you gotta come home with us, or you know like the expectation is for you to come home because my girl looking at you, right? You do know that, right? Like it just sounds crazy. I want y'all to get away from that because it's giving very much, like I said, predatory tea. Um, yeah. Some people in the comment section were like, it's funny to them. I get it. You know, everything doesn't have to be a let's go in the street and march. And for what I think Joe Budden said, anyways, y'all can't fire him because he his own boss. I mean, I guess, yeah. So shout out to Joe for being his own boss, honey. So he ain't worried about nothing. He ain't worried about nothing we got to say. Um, but yeah, I just think it's crazy. That's the first thing that really popped in my mind is the conversations that we've had before about when a man buys a woman a drink in the club, girl, the expectation is after the lights come on, girl, you're coming to my place. So you're not gonna go out, you know, you're not gonna when you wanna go get nothing to eat, then go back to my house and kick it. No. Cause you bought me a Tito's and tonic. Cause you bought me a shot of Casamigos. You bought me a shot of Casamigos, and I'm supposed to throw my legs open. So you bought me a cranberry and vodka, girl, and I'm supposed to go home with you and hop on it and do a full split because you just spent $15, huh? But yeah, I don't like. I just think that this is, after I buy your third shot of tequila and I tell my girlfriend, says you pretty, don't act. What did he say? Don't act slow. I am gonna act slow. I'm gonna act slow. And if you start, and if you say anything to me, if you grab me by my arm, girl, I'm picking up my phone. I'm calling 911. We're gonna get this whole party shut down tonight. I'm not calling security because security is on your side, quiet as this kept. I'm not calling the manager at the club because the manager is on your side, quiet as this kept. I'm gonna call them laws. And we're gonna get this whole club shut down. And I'm gonna have somebody escort me to my car and to my house. Don't stop, get it. Let me see you doodle brown. All right, Hulu documentary to examine the rise, fall, and reemergence of Freaknik. So the hairstyles, fashion, and culture of Freaknik are being examined in a new Hulu documentary. I might watch this. The iconic Atlanta festival that ran between the mid-1980s and to the 1990s was a congregation of HBCU college students during the spring break season. Originally being as a picnic, the gathering grew each year before becoming a full-out festival that ballooned to thousands of visitors. Eventually, it would evolve into a days-long event filled with concerts, dance contests, parties, and even job fairs aimed at young black professionals. Every element of the culture phenomenon will be explored in the doc titled Freaknik, The Wildest Party Never Told. Hulu does a great job of tapping those who adored Freaknik to participate in this doc. Atlanta producer Jermaine Dupri and Miami-based pioneer Uncle Luke Campbell will serve as executive producers on the film. Luke was a frequent staple at Freaknik, so often aligned with the festival that many people believed he had a hand in starting it. However, his music became the soundtrack for this lively year party. Girl, oh nasty Uncle Luke Summer. Girl, one of my favorite things to see is when Scared come on and the AKAs, girl, the girls with the pearls. Girl, when the AKAs get out there, girl, shout out to all the AKAs. Faith, Love, Life, and Sound. Ain't you an AKA? Shout out to Dr. Wendy. I was about to say shout out to Giselle, but I don't really fool with Giselle like that. Shout out to all the AKAs out there. I'm not gonna disrespect y'all and do y'all stuff. But yeah, girl, I always thought it was funny that the girls with the pearls had one of the nastiest, freakiest souls. Girl, cat be coming. Yes. Girl, that's my song. Shout out to the AKAs. That is. Why is that y'all song? It's giving me girls with pearls, but you ain't got no panties on. That's what it's low-key giving me. Let me stop. I want to disrespect none of the AKAs. Shout out to y'all. Anyways, I think this is really, really cute. I don't have Hulu. I just rock on Hulu. How I'm gonna watch this? Oh, I know I can watch it on one. Oh, let me shut up, y'all. I would like to watch this though. This will probably be something fun to review. I was not around, I ain't that old, you know what I'm saying? But shout out oh, I bet you some of y'all who did participate in Freaknik. I know some of y'all got some stories. Girl, I know y'all was out there doing some of everything. I know y'all was. Honey. Tamar Braxton's ex-husband sued for allegedly refusing to pay $81,000 jewelry bill. So according to RadarOnline.com, Tamar Braxton's ex-husband, Vincent Herbert has been accused of refusing to pay his debt with a well-known Los Angeles jeweler. According to court records examined by the publication, Green and Co. International and Michael Green have requested that the court issue them a default judgment for $81,356.60. The complaint claims he ordered 7 custom pieces with Green and Company in December of 2018. The business said that Herbert boasted about his wealth and capacity to pay for the jewelry, his career, his involvement in the music industry. They stated that they offered the executive a line of credit and allowed him to take the pieces without paying. Herbert wrote a $20,000 check that bounced, according to the jeweler, immediately via text messages with the Herbert Green. Oh, wait, girl, what y'all mean? I don't know, girl. Wait, via text messages with the. I guess between them, Herbert and the company, that the check was returned for insufficient funds and inquired when the $20,000 and the remaining balance of the invoice were paid in full, the company stated. Herbert reportedly made pledges to pay but never followed through. The petition initially sought $66,000 in damages, but now the business now seeks over $80,000. Girl, Vince, what you doing with your money, girl? Because I remember, wasn't Vince like Lady Gaga's manager? I don't know if y'all know who Lady Gaga is, but Lady Gaga is like, girl, okay. So, girl, the coin that Lady Gaga done made, girl, but you know, I always felt like they lived above their means, girl, even with all that money that I think that Vince was making. Because remember when Tamar and Vince had that humongous house? And it was just them. Why y'all got this big old house? Like, it's stuff like that. Y'all know I never liked Vince. I never liked Vince's old thick tongue, old T-bone steak tongue having mother. When I tell you that's one nigga on TV that I did not like. Y'all do know that when Tamar and Vince got their TV show, I didn't watch Tamar's show because of Vince. That's how much that's how much I disliked him. I thought he was mean. I thought he was mean-spirited. I thought he wasn't nice. I thought he wasn't kind. I thought he was evil. I don't like the way he talked to Tamar. He talked to Tamar like she was a child. I mean, some people will say she act like a child, but that is a grown woman at the end of it. That's a woman who you married. Like, I just did not like the way that he spoke to Tamar. And then, girl, remember when, girl, now let's get a little messy. Let's just get a little messy. And then I'm going to go. Remember when Evelyn, not Evelyn Lozada, the mama, the Braxton's mama. Remember when Evelyn came out and said that, girl, allegedly, well, she said it. She said that Vince was over there whooping up on Tamar. And then she had to grab Logan, and I think she ran in the room and locked herself in the room. I mean, girl, it ain't really nothing. I mean, she an old lady, ain't nothing she can do. But Tamar would probably, but while as kept girl as big as Vince is, girl, I would have got a baseball bat, girl. You run around that house a couple of times, Vince gonna get tired, girl. Go get you a baseball bat and wear his ass out, girl. I would have told Vince up. But then Tamar came out and said it wasn't true. Remember? And I was like, girl, so is your mama lying? Like, I just don't like, and then like Miss Evelyn went on like, I think Sister Circle and everything. Like, I just don't, the only, like, well, I ain't gonna say the only flaw, but the only thing that I remember Evelyn getting on my nerves about was like, she hated her ex-husband. And I understand why, girl. But it's like, girl, y'all ain't been together in forever, girl. You still hate that man, girl. But that's the only thing that really used to get on my nerve about Miss Evelyn. I just was like, that woman not lying. Like, what would, like, people, I mean, some people are just bona fide liars and are dangerous, but I just don't think that woman will wake up one day and just make up a lie. Like, just a lie like that. I don't think so, but who am I? All right, so song lyrics in the new Little Mermaid movie updated to emphasize consent. People have gotten very sensitive. So this is according to the Baller Alert. So for the upcoming live action remake of The Little Mermaid, The lyrics of two popular songs have been updated to emphasize consent and female empowerment. On Tuesday, Disney composer Alan Menken, 73, was questioned by Vanity Fair about whether the 1989 animated film's music needed to be altered. There are some lyric changes in Kiss the Girl because people have gotten very sensitive about the idea that Prince Eric would in any way force himself on Ariel, he revealed. We have some revisions in Poor Unfortunate Souls regarding lines that might make young girls somehow feel they shouldn't speak out of turn, even though Ursula is clearly manipulating Ariel to give up her voice. Although the new lyrics have not yet been public, everyone is familiar with the original version. Yes, you want her. Look at her. You know you do. Possibly she want you to. There is one way to ask her. It don't take a word, not a single word. Go on and kiss the girl. Also during the film, Ursula, a sea witch sings poor unfortunate souls, so sad but true. This one wants it to be dead, and this one wants to get the girl, and do I help them? Yes, indeed. The poor unfortunate souls. Y'all know that. I forgot the words, girl. And pain. Girl, Ursula low-key was my girl. Oh, fucking bitch. Oh, yes, on land, it's much preferred for ladies not to say a word. And after all, dear, come on. They're not all impressed with the conversation. True gentlemen avoid it when they can. Anyway, child. But you know what? I'm not gonna lie. At first I was like, girl, if y'all don't sit, I'm not gonna lie. I was one of them too who was like, girl, if y'all don't sit y'all sensitive asses down, girl, we're just going to watch the movie, child. Okay? And there was one comment in the comment section. This is why sometimes you have to get in the comment section. And somebody wrote, it was a black woman. Shout out to you, girl. She said, this is a family kid movie. Should we not want to embody ideas of actual consent for our youth growing up? This is a positive. And I said, you know what? You might be right, girl. And then someone responded to her and said, tell me, have you ever heard anyone ever get upset about the lyrics to the song before? And then she responded to them and said, it's not about being upset. It's about changing how we communicate consent to children. I said, come on in. So I'm with her. I am with her. Shout out to her. This movie that's coming out, a new generation is going to be introduced to this movie, right? Girl, we're going to be introduced to this movie. Clearly, there's going to be some changes. And I think that it is a positive thing. It is a positive thing. It's not about being upset. Come on, shout out to you. Tell me what y'all think people just need to shut up. I agree with old girl. I do. Wendy Williams' friends concerned that the new company she is keeping is taking advantage of her. Friends close to Wendy Williams are not convinced about the new company, the former talk show host is keeping around her. Sources tell Page 6 that Wendy Williams does not have many real friends. Where is Reg at? Remember she was real cool with a woman named what's her name? Wasn't her name Reggie? Maybe her name was Regina. I don't know. And she just called her Reg for short. Remember her? She came on the show probably like once or twice. I don't think Reg was really into like the whole, girl, I don't want none of that camera stuff. But I think I saw Reg like once or twice on the show, like maybe even once, child. Anyways, Wendy, girl, I love me some Wendy Williams to pieces. Y'all know I do. But girl, Wendy was always, to me, in my head, Wendy is one of those women who, when she gets with a man, she throws all of her friends like in a trash can. She might keep one around, you know what I'm saying? But for the most part, Wendy was definitely my man, my man, my man type of girl. She definitely was a my husband, my husband, my husband type of girl. I mean, clearly, look at what things are. Girl, let me shut up. They added the real concern is when she has people over her house. She has jewelry and designer purses laying around. And you know, Wendy that I always said, girl, her vice is the jewelry and bags. I don't think Wendy. I think it's jewel. I know Wendy don't play about her jewelry, honey. Just recently, it was reported that Wendy has plans to sell a few of her personal items in her NYC penthouse so she can move to LA. Wendy is not in the best state of mind, so unfortunately, people will take advantage of that, the source explained. After relapsing with alcohol and experiencing other health difficulties, Williams spent months receiving therapy at a rehab facility last year. Hopefully our girl is okay, and I could believe if this article is correct and the sources are correct, that people are probably in her circle taking advantage of her. I can believe it. I can believe it. I definitely can believe it. Where is Wanda? Her sister. Where is Wanda at? And we don't care about Tommy, because you know Tommy was, girl, I couldn't stand Tommy. That's another. You can add Tommy to the list too. You can add Tommy Williams to the list. That's another one I couldn't. I didn't like Tommy because even though Wendy is messy, and we all, even though Wendy was a messy queen, Wendy was never the story. That's why I didn't have no. That's why I really lost respect for Kevin and I lost respect for Tommy. But Wendy was never the story. Wendy talked about the stories. So I think when Tommy came out, we ain't even gonna talk about Kevin because we didn't wore him out enough. But when Tommy would come out and give updates about Wendy or mention Wendy, it used to really bother me because Wendy was never the person to even talk about herself. You know what I'm saying? So for you to come out and feel the need to even give updates, which is something that Wendy will probably never give the okay to do, I just felt like he was out of line and out of order. And that's exactly why Wendy used to get on TV talking about you wear dresses and pumps. Now, I don't know if it was real. Let me say something. Ain't nothing wrong with wearing dresses and pumps. Shout out to all the boys and all the girls and all the non-binary and gender non-conforming. Shout out to everybody who wear dresses and pumps. Ain't nothing wrong with it. I want no smoke. Ain't nothing wrong with wearing dresses and pumps. You know what I'm saying? It's not my stilo, you know. But, you know, that's why Wendy used to get on TV. Remember when they got on TV? Remember when they got on TV? I think she said, or even she insinuated that Tommy be wearing dresses and pumps when the lights go down. Yes, sir. Oh, girl, I miss Wendy. Girl, you better leave Wendy alone because Wendy gonna get on TV and say you wear dresses and pumps. She know exactly. Oh, God. Anyways, y'all, I'm gone. I'll talk to y'all. Oh, girl, somebody else. Oh, no, we can talk about her. We can talk about her later. We can talk about her now. We got enough time. No, this video is getting too long. Girl, let me just go ahead and get her out the way. Girl, Momma Dee slams Bambi after claiming Bambi won't allow her to see her grandchildren. So this is according to It's On Site. So it looks like Momma Dee and Bambi have had a bit of friction for a while after Momma Dee claimed that Bambi refuses to allow her to see her grandbabies, that Bambi is jealous of the relationship she and Scrappy have. So this is what Momma Dee had to say, y'all.
A wife, a mother, a grandmother, even though Bambi won't let me see my 3 grandkids. She said with her, well, why would you want to be in a room with a person that's tearing down your son and lying on him? Like, I don't want to be in the room with her. Don't like me and Scrappy closeness, so she's tried to come in between that. So I don't play that shit, and I'm tired of it. I'm sick of it. Yeah, because she fake. He ain't a big gone wearing big.
Momma Dee! You just called this lady a big gun wearing bitch. Girl, what? And you want to act like? Can I say something, y'all? Can we just have an honest like conversation? Man, this is just my opinion. This ain't nothing factual and actual, okay? I get that people can have their separate relationships with folk. I can understand how like a daddy can have a completely different will have a completely different relationship with with his children versus his children's mother, right? I get how in this case a grandmother will have a different relationship with her grandkids versus like, girl, let me just say, let me stop trying to be politically correct. Girl, listen. I hear too many stories of the mama, let's just call a thing a thing. I hear too many stories of the mama not getting along with the wife, you know what I'm saying? But you still want to have access to the children. But you also, when your grandchildren come around, you're also painting their mother in a negative light, right? So I don't blame, what I'm trying to get to is, I don't blame Bambi for not letting Momma Dee see her grandchildren. Because you just got online and called this lady a big gun wearing bitch that fast. Okay? But then you want to know why you can't see your grandkids. Because you don't respect their mother. And there's a chance that if my grandkids come around you, you may say something negative about me in front of my kids. So until you can respect me, then you won't have access to your grandbabies. And I don't think that Bambi, y'all got to be real. Let me tell y'all something. Ladies, y'all have to be real careful about marrying these men who may be or appear to be mama's boys. The ones that are still latching on. The ones that have not been released from the nipple, okay? Because what happens is when you get with somebody like Momma Dee, who treats her son or thinks her son, and I know that Momma Dee and Scrappy have had their ups and downs, but when you get with somebody like Momma Dee who may hold her son up to here, it becomes like this competition between now the wife and the mama. And if we really want to be honest about it, the truth of the matter is when you marry your wife come before your mama. But see, that's the part y'all be wanting to leave out, okay? Now tell me if I'm lying. When you marry your wife, your wife is the number one woman in your life. Your mama, yes. Your mammy comes second. Your wife comes first. So when y'all get with the men like Ray J, girl, possibly Scrappy, if he like that too, you got to be real careful. Because if you got to deal with a Sonya Norwood or possibly a Momma Dee, baby, your life going to be hell on wheels. And they're going to swear up and down that you're jealous of them. No, she's not jealous of you. She's not jealous of you. Now, maybe she should have not ignored the red flags, but she's not jealous of you. She just wants you to know your place. And yes, you do have a place. I don't think Baby no jealous of no Momma Dee. And I don't think a lot of women are jealous of the mama. They just want y'all to know y'all place. That's it. But we love Momma Dee. But, right is right and wrong is wrong. All right, y'all, I'm gone. I'm about to have me a cocktail. I'm not going to have a cocktail. Do I need a cocktail? I really don't need no cocktail. Girl, let me drink this water. I'm not going to have a cocktail. Baby, this water. You know what I think it is, y'all? I think what it is people put an expensive price tag on something and you swear up and down that it's just like the best thing ever, and it really locate tastes like pure life water. Like I swear up and down, this water is the best water I've ever tasted. And I be thinking to myself, girl, is this really the best water you done ever tasted, or you just think you cute when you be walking around with your essential bottle? You know what I'm saying? Girl, this water is expensive. The girls who know what I'm talking about. And girl, don't get you no box. Don't get you the 1.5 liters that come 12. Girl, I'm gonna just say, I ain't even gonna tell y'all, girl. Y'all find out for yourself, girl. But this water is expensive, child. Well, it's expensive to me. Everybody got their own. But to me, it's expensive. But this water is so good. This water is good to me, and Fiji water is good to me. That's like the best water. This and Fiji. Ooh. But anyways, child. All right. I'm gone. I'll talk to y'all tomorrow. Bye, y'all.